How old Natalia Grace is in Good American Family and how her actress, Imogen Reid, compares. Natalia Grace's age in Good American Family is a crucial part of the true crime show, but how does the real person's age at the time compare to the actress who plays her, Imogen Reid? The true story of Good American Family is based on Natalia Grace's adoption by Christine and Michael Barnett in 2010. Natalia was born with a rare form of dwarfism, spondylopiphyseal dysplasia congenita, and the Barnetts suspected that she had used her genetic condition to lie about her age. The Barnetts alleged that Natalia was actually an adult in 2010 and that she was posing as a child to scam them. Naturally, in a story like Natalia Grace's, age plays an absolutely critical role. While the cast of Good American Family does have room to dramatize the real events surrounding Natalia's adoption, the actress who actually plays Natalia, Imogen Reid, is of a significantly different age. Reid's age in comparison to Natalia's could have a major bearing on Good American Family, both in how it depicts its multiple stories, perspectives, threats, interpretations and accusations, and in what conclusions, if any, it draws about Natalia Grace and the Barnett family. Natalia Grace's age in Good American Family is a major source of contention in the show and in real life. Natalia's Ukrainian birth records claim she was born in 2003, which would have made her 7 years old in 2010, when Good American Family takes place. Christine and Michael Barnett, however, claim that Natalia was actually an adult at the time, and they even had her birth certificate altered by a judge to 1989, making her 21 in 2010. The Barnetts claimed Natalia had secondary sexual characteristics that proved she had already gone through puberty, meaning she couldn't have been 7 years old. There is, however, some evidence to support the claim that Natalia Grace was born in 2003. Prior to the judge altering her birth records in 2012, a children's hospital conducted a skeletal survey on Natalia and determined that she was about 11 years old via The Guardian. The Barnetts, however, also have supporters who claim that Natalia was older than she seemed, and they allege that they spoke to professionals who told them she was post-pubescent. There's no way to determine Natalia Grace's true age in 2010 definitively, but she was reportedly 7 at the time. Though Natalia Grace was purportedly 7 years old in 2010, the actress who plays her in Good American Family was not 7. Imogen Reid was born in May 1997, and Good American Family was filmed in July 2024 via FLICS, making her 27 years old at the time. That means that Reid really is an adult acting as a child, whereas it's not clear if Natalia Grace really was a child at the time. While Reid's age doesn't change the facts of the case, the fact that she's an adult may make it easier to sympathize with the Barnetts and believe their claims about Natalia Grace's age. There were likely more than a few practical reasons for casting Imogen Reid to play Natalia Grace, which could explain why she's so much older than the real person. For one, Natalia is a main character in Good American Family, and child labor laws would have made it difficult to film all of her scenes in a timely fashion. Additionally, since Good American Family depicts accusations and allegations from both the Barnetts and Natalia, the show needed an actor who could portray all the negative things Natalia supposedly did. Though she's older than Natalia Grace, Imogen Reid is likely the perfect star for Good American Family. In the world of cinema and television, the intricacies of character portrayal often transcend mere acting ability. Reaching into the realms of psychological depth, social nuance, and raw emotion, Good American Family is a recent, daring show that tackles themes of family dynamics, identity, and the burden of secrets, each of which hinges on the truth of its central character, Natalia Grace. The mystery surrounding Natalia's age and the uncanny juxtaposition of Imogen Reid's portrayal of her has captivated audiences since the show's premiere. The mystery of Natalia Grace's age in Good American Family. At the center of Good American Family lies the enigmatic figure of Natalia Grace, a character whose age remains one of the most debated topics in the show. While the narrative suggests that Natalia is a young girl with a dark past, there is an ongoing undercurrent of suspicion regarding whether she's truly as young as she claims. The complexity surrounding her age is one of the show's most compelling features, as it prompts viewers to question what constitutes childhood, adulthood, and everything in between. Natalia Grace was adopted by the American couple who, over time, began to question whether she was the child they thought she was. The ambiguity of her age became a defining characteristic of the plot, as the family unravels the mystery. The show's depiction of her age is not just a technical detail, it is central to the narrative, playing into themes of trust, family loyalty, and the elusive nature of truth. This mystery plays out against the backdrop of a family grappling with its own internal struggles. Natalia's character is presented as a child who seems to possess the behaviors of someone much older, including emotional maturity and intelligence that would be unusual for a typical young girl. This, in turn, casts doubt on the veracity of her stated age. However, the show does not present her as a mere enigma to be solved, but rather a multidimensional person whose journey is intertwined with themes of self-discovery, manipulation, and identity. The ambiguity surrounding Natalia's age is often at the heart of the series' psychological tension, and it's a constant source of unease for both the characters and the audience. This mystery fosters a sense of mistrust, creating an environment where every character must decide whether or not they believe in the story of Natalia's age, or whether she is somehow deceiving everyone. It forces us to examine the idea of truth and whether it is ever fully accessible, especially when it's mediated through a third party like a child, who may not even know the full extent of their own backstory. Imogen Faith Reid's portrayal. A perfect match for Natalia? Imogen Faith Reid's portrayal of Natalia Grace has garnered critical acclaim, particularly for her nuanced performance that walks the delicate line between innocence and something more sinister. Imogen, who brings a youthful exuberance to her roles, nevertheless manages to embody the complexities of a character like Natalia, who remains perpetually on the edge of trust and suspicion. Though Reid is not the same age as the character she plays, she has demonstrated an extraordinary ability to capture the essence of youth, while also conveying an underlying maturity that speaks to the layers of Natalia's persona. Imogen, as an actress, has a versatile range, and this is evident in her portrayal of Natalia Grace. While Natalia might physically resemble a child, Reid's portrayal layers her character with a depth that suggests far more experience than might be expected from someone of her outward appearance. This creates a tension within the character that mirrors the overall theme of the show. Is Natalia, as a character, truly as young as she seems? Or is she hiding her true age and motives behind the mask of a young child? Reid's ability to weave these layers into her performance is essential to the success of the show. She plays Natalia not just as a child who is misunderstood, but as someone who is keenly aware of the manipulations around her. There's a distinct sense that Natalia is playing a game of her own, and Reid's performance shines in her ability to convey this without making the character overtly sinister. Instead, there's an aura of mystery that Reid sustains throughout the show, allowing the audience to remain uncertain about Natalia's true motivations and age. While Imogen Reid is closer in age to the character she plays than many other adult actresses in similar roles, the key distinction is that she channels the sense of vulnerability and resilience that a young girl in Natalia's situation would likely have. Unlike many portrayals of similarly mysterious characters, Reid's Natalia feels both authentic and unsettling, both a victim and a manipulator. This duality is what makes her performance so striking. Natalia Grace's age in comparison to Imogen's real-life age. The comparison between Natalia's age and Imogen Faith Reid's real-life age provides an interesting perspective on the performances and how age can be both a literal and figurative concept in acting. While the exact age of Natalia Grace is a mystery within the show, Reid, in her late teens or early 20s, certainly does not match the age range implied for the character of Natalia. However, this is not a detriment to her performance. On the contrary, it enhances the psychological tension of the story.